Welcome back to some more Hytale. Hopefully you are all doing right and staying safe. I keep almost saying Hypixel. I'm too used to saying Hypixel, I tell you. And it's like, you know, it's so stupid, I tell you. It's so stupid. I know. I actually called one of my shorts Hypixel by accident. I think everyone's got to be like that for quite some time, I tell you. Quite some time. And then it's swap around. Alright. So, last episode, well, I promised that we'll head out to these plateaus out here to see what is going on out this way and see if there's any interesting things that we should keep in mind for when we expand outwards from our little base here. That is a cave. That's a floating stone. I'm not actually going to pick that up out of just, you know, pure funnies. This looks like a lush cave here. Boop. Almost died there. Guess I could pick up some brown cat mushrooms. That is definitely copper. What is that? These copper ores are so broken looking. What? No, I'm gonna have to get a light. Do you see this? There is a block here that is 2 blocks wide. That is creepy. Like, it shows up there and you can see that. That's all that you can see. I can't break it or anything. It doesn't even say anything. It's not even on the map or anything. That is so strange. Like, I just started the episode and, you know, we're finding strange things. Hopefully this does not disappear. I think I might actually preserve this. This is actually, like, you know, so fascinating looking. I'm heading down there. I know there's some strange creatures around here that I should definitely not mess with. And, you know, yeah, the screer. Take that! Take that! It acts like they're falling. Oh, you know, I've got to clip that. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Okay, at least I have my ability recharged. I'm not going back down there. I don't care what they say. Oh, sorry, I just saw that there for a second. Your special attack, once you swap away, it, you know, singies the ability. So you can't use it no more. That is so fascinating. That is a floating rock. What came first? The cave or the rock? Oh. Why is today so cursed? Also, it probably was the rock that came first. But there is a... Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I need a better look at that. We're gonna have to put away our stuff here. Give me a free hand. That is... potential for a base. Who are you? Jackalope. Okay. So those things went extinct in one of those Spanish islands when Gibraltar Strait dried up. This is definitely a plateau, and those are wolves. I don't really have a bowl. I wish I had a bowl. Crude bedroll. Any tree log. Alright. Let me see if I can build a bowl. There we go. Craft that. This is my first workbench. I'm just gonna leave it out here, you know. Rained already. Crude short bow. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'll actually craft 2 of them because I know how it is. And what I'm actually going to do is break this, and then we'll place a bunch of punji traps here. And then we'll use this to our effectiveness of luring them up. And fire. Why is it going back to sleep? Those taking a lot of shots. It's losing track of me. That is so strange. About to come up here. I hate how it shoots. It comes from a little bit behind you. So depending where you are. I'm worried about that second wolf. Seems to have disappeared. Ah. Interesting, interesting. Oh, there's Highland cows? Yo, Highland cow, how's it going? It's okay, I'm friends, I'm friends. These are quite fascinating. I'm gonna have to explore this area a little bit more. There we go. Wow. This is a beautiful area. This would be so nice for a build. Let me know down below what we should do with this area. This area does have this area right here that seems to be a river, but it seems like it doesn't actually connect up to anything. I will say this, if you play Hytale, these rivers do not make sense. These rivers do not make sense. I'm like so singy with, you know, how the rivers are in this game. I'm almost about to die, to be honest. I should really head back home. So let us go and head back home. At least I know how to make a crude bowl. Don't think I could shoot that from here. Close. And I do see the, what do you call it, half range of this thing. I used about 25 arrows? Is that right? Not sure. Not sure, there's that floating rock. Fascinating, you know, things, just seeing like, oh, there's something in this cave that you cannot touch and it's just there. And then we have, you know, floating rock outside, and then we have, you know, thingy, and then it's so strange, I tell you, it's so strange. Alright. How about we try making a, you know, workbench for ourselves? Well, I might as well use this up. It's in my inventory. Just gets it out of the road, to be honest. Same with these. What was that? What was that? I don't even know what that was. Am I getting raided or something? Not sure. Not sure. Alright, now just shove all of this in here. You can go in there. That can go in there. Mushrooms, meat. Surprisingly, meat that is, you know, uncooked does actually give you some HP. That is good to know. Alright, so I need a little bit of... Oh, there are logs! Okay, it's been a little while, I'll tell you. It's been a little while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some cobble. I can make that. I can also make the builder's workbench. Just shove them here. It says I can't, you know, put it there, and then I can put it there, and then I can't put it there, and then... Like, what one's the right one? Oh! There are more weapons? Crude daggers, crude sword. What can I... A copper pickaxe? I do actually have that. Let's actually try out the upgrade tool. Or upgraded tool. This is going to be a big, you know, if I use it or I just wait for the next upgrade test. That is a bit faster, but will the durability hold up to what we're needing? I'm not sure. I really just want to break this entire area just so I could, you know, build my house, finally. But it's been a pain in the butt, I tell you. It's been a pain in the butt. I really like those white blocks that are out that way. I think they're like marble or something. I really want to check that out and see, you know, what kind of materials those are. I think I might actually use marble instead of quartzite for the house. Or I use... That's a hard choice, I tell you. That is a hard choice. I have a lot of the material for the house, you know, already here. But I could harvest, you know, a bunch more. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this copper pickaxe. It's decent, it's not bad. Let me know what you think, gang. Because this is a... Lord. Mine's dirt very fast, I tell you. Mine's dirt very fast. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. Would it be better just to wait for an upgrade beyond it? Probably, I would say. We haven't really done too much, but you know, we're almost at the halfway point of the durability already. This is about a regular stone pick, I would say, in Minecraft speed. Not exactly the same, but you know, you get what I mean. Glad I took out that orc that was behind the house. I do kind of feel bad for the orc, to be honest. Like, it was hostile. I did greet them, you know, friendly about my weapons out, but you know, still they attacked me, so you know, I had to put them down. Which I kind of feel bad about. There's a lot of things like in games that, you know, are always hostile, but they don't seem like they should be hostile. Like, I would understand, like, you know, orcs being a bit more tribalistic. But even tribalistics have a system. So, it always makes me wonder, like, oh... I had a little bit on my toe there that was just annoying me. So it always makes me wonder, like, you know... Are they doing orcs, you know, with justice, or, you know... Are they just, you know, being racist against orcs in games? Who knows, who knows? I wonder what the first orc was. that was ever designed or written. That's a really interesting fact there. This is like so much of this already done. You wouldn't think like it took me, how many episodes so far? Almost, you know, well, our last episode was episode 2, this is episode 3. 3 episodes to do all this, basically. And it's raining once again. Why? Why may you punish me like this, Hytale? Why? I am very interested in that white, you know, what do you call it? There we go. A bit of lag there. That white block of sorts. I don't know what you call it. I don't know if it's, you know, diorite or it's marble or whatever it is, you know. But I'm really fascinated by it. But I'm afraid to mine it from that area because I know that it probably won't, you know, be in plentiful supply. If I build my house out of it, I'm gonna need a lot of it. Like, just all of this, you know, it's taking up so much, you know, resources. Better just start chopping this up into little sections, to be honest. There we go. That's looking so nice. And I got a free statue for my house. You gotta admit, you know, it's a pretty cool statue, you know. And I got, you know, almost a full... I guess I could, you know, take some from one thing and put it into the other to make, you know, 2 pillars the same size. I feel like a pillar garden would be nice. A garden with a lot of pillars. Those are quite nice sometimes in real life. I don't know if it would be cheaper to repair it. There must be a repairing thing. If they allow you to have the pickaxe after breaking it, there must be a repair thing. You should use a repair kit. Okay, how do you make a repair kit? Training dummy. Furnace. Farmer's workbench. Furniture workbench. Have to wait for it to craft through that. There we go. Alright. Now that I have a bunch of these, you know, things. Let's see. This has reminded me of how I used to do it in Jump Jack. If any of you are old enough to remember Jump Jack. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna need fuel. I only have this one piece of charcoal that I could not spend on much. I guess I could try this copper ore. Input. Definitely not going to be enough, but it was worth a try. It's only halfway. That's so, like, you know, not very good. So not very good. There we go, place that there. Alright. I'll put the furniture workbench in there. It seems like we just got given a bunch of, like, separated stuff. Which is actually quite nice because you can build rooms around certain, you know, stuff like that. Which I'm quite looking forward to, I tell you. Building a, you know, what do you call it? A room where we do a lot of silks and other stuff like that. For the... I do apologise, I'm having a burp in my chest there and it's, you know, preventing me from, you know, get the words out. But getting a nice, you know, silk, you know, sewing room for the furniture workshop, that would actually be quite nice, to be honest. I could go playing some Jump Jack now. If any of you are a fan of Jump Jack, you know, it's a real great game, I tell you. Really great game. Underrated, I tell you, underrated. Definitely one of the, the most unique games out there that got called a Minecraft clone. So it was 2D, and also it was on the phone, And it had a pretty cool, way of doing it. You tap to break stuff. And there's not many games out there that still does tap to break stuff. Like, oh, you want to break on this, you have to tap, tap, tap. Yeah, I'm using the mouse button, but you know what I mean. The good old tap. I do miss the old tapping, mechanics that used to be around. There used to be some good, tapping mechanics. But, ever since, like, mobile games start becoming more of a cash grab, there really is no longer, the good old tap games. It's like a bygone error now. Like a bygone error. There we go. I'm gonna just start breaking all of this now. Surprisingly, this is actually turning out a lot better than I thought it would. But you can also see this line right here. This is where a hill formed first, and then you had your spawn area spawn. Which makes it very unique now. There we go. We've not really travelled too far, to be honest. We have this, nice land out here. It seems to also open up to a ocean and what seems to be a volcanic island? No, there's too much green for a volcanic island. It must be snow? Why is it so dark? Maybe. No, it might actually be a volcanic island. That's snow up there. Strange that. As I was talking about, like, oh, well, to run out of the, white blocks and white block mountains. White block, mountains over here. White block mountains over here. I'm pretty sure there's plenty enough, I tell you. Pretty sure there is plenty enough. We'll also get started on... What time are we at? Oh, we've just ran out, for today's episode. I'll finish off this last layer right here before I end off for today's episode. So, let me go and mine out all of this here. There we go. Not too bad at all. You wouldn't think this took me 3 episodes to get to this point. That copper pick actually was not too bad, but at the same time, not really worth the cost of the coal and all that smell it, to be honest. So, hopefully you did enjoy this. Have a nice day, stay safe, observable. Alright, so, have a nice day, stay safe, observable, make conscious, and the vitamins, very important, and see things from other CCs, bye-bye.